Evening, everybody.
Hello.
If it wasn't so warm, I would have been here 5 minutes ago.
Reuben's complaining that it's not even summertime yet.
It is summertime. It is 27 Celsius in this office right now.
You're at home, I thought, so.
That is 8 Celsius higher than normal when we're streaming.
I always forget this every single year. But you guys don't have air conditioning, and it's
Nope.
baffling that you do not have air conditioning.
It's not baffling for the fact that we only get a total of maybe 4 weeks in the year like this. Why would we have retrofitted aircon when we have harsher winters?
So you're more comfortable during these 4 weeks.
Our houses are built to trap heat, Tygon. We cannot retrofit aircon units without forking out ridiculous. It is not feasible for us.
Uh-huh.
Grumble, fucking grunt.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Should probably open the YouTube stream so I can see it.
Hello.
Hey, it's Fish.
We're live. Hello.
Hello.
Say hello. Say hello to the stream.
Hello, stream.
And I say hello to me.
Hello. What? No.
Oh, okay. Let's see how it is.
You're part of the stream.
Reuben's complaining about the heat again. It's the same old story there, I guess. Besides that, nothing has happened
Y'all
yet.
really
We're just
don't
ready.
get it.
I don't know why you don't have air conditioners yet. Like, it's
Well,
baffling. to me.
Because
It's true.
go on the internet for 5 minutes.
I have been. I know you don't. It seems like a very solvable problem.
When the rest
It's
of the world
not.
has it and
If you
don't,
want to
it's
go in
kind
and
of,
right, if you want to pay for it for the 4 weeks of the year that it's relevant, that aren't all at the same time, go for it.
We do.
Normal people can't afford that.
I don't know why you're priced out of that. It seems kind of impertinent. Like, like kind of important.
Because it's for not a very long time.
Uh-huh.
Beep beep. Here. Come here, beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. 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 Who's a good boy? Yeah, it's you. It's all the links right there. It's all the links right there. I just gotta do the links over here. Oh, where'd my mouse go?
How was your day, Reuben?
My day was fine. Today I had off, so I'm taking it easy.
That's good.
Nice. They took our music office at work.
Excuse me?
They have blocked YouTube and all music streaming platforms in work.
Oh. That's pretty normal to do here.
That's not normal here.
Apparently nothing is, but okay.
Music is a good way to keep morale up. It is now gone. This saddens me greatly. And drives my anxiety insane.
Have you been looking for a different place to work?
The options aren't great. The options are not great right now.
Well, it's the either the not great options or staying.
Well, by not great, I mean there's nothing. It's not the right environment.
You might need to look into a different environment, Reuben.
Yeah, it'd be nice to own a game shop. Oh wait, that's dead.
Yes, it is.
Be nice to own a board game cafe. Oh wait, I don't live in the city. Grumble grunt. Start my own company with blackjack and hookers.
And cocaine.
Well, you can have that if you want, but not on my property. Where's my arrow key? There we go. It is hard to type without being able to feel the keys properly.
Sounds like it would be.
Huh?
Certainly sounds like it would be.
Yeah. On positive note, all links are out. And that means we probably start now.
Hey.
So I'll share that screen with you. You can see that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then transition the screen. Now the stream can see it. And then I grab stylus. I hit continue. Oh, hold on a minute. Forgot to do something. Now, who can remember what happened last time?
You need
You
to
wrote
find
it
a
down.
ring.
Let's find out.
Need to find a ring.
A new sealed file. Holy Jesus is loud.
Turn it down in your
Hold
computer
on, I
settings
can't.
then.
I can't see my volume control. Ah. The
Blinded
piano
by
was
the
sick.
sound.
There we go. I found my sound, I fixed it. I think I can turn off my fans for a minute. Now I can hear myself think again. A new seal file is available. Okay. Chapter 1. An Uneasy Feeling. Los Angeles, December 18th, 1980, at 9 p.m. Twilight fell over the city of Los Angeles, drowning it in a sea of darkest night. Throughout the city, small pinpricks of light fought their way along streets and freeways, accompanied by a hubbub of rattling engines, blaring horns, and incensed yelling. Far away from this chaos, a lone car made its way along quiet side streets and parked up on the curb by Kate West Apartments. As the engine stopped, the door was kicked open, and a man emerged, gruffly cursing the cold weather. Clutching his thick jacket around a plain white shirt and black tie, the man reached a gloved hand into the car and withdrew his briefcase. Drawing himself up to his full 6-foot height, he slammed the door shut with his free hand and grasped the lapels of his jacket, defending himself against the bitter cold. Heels dragging with the weight of the world, the man shuffled towards the front door of the building. His name was Cal Hyde, a door-to-door salesman for Red Crown. Hyde's job took him up and down the Californian coast. But it was this place, Cape West Apartments, specifically room 202, that he called home.
You gotta read the entire synopsis, so...
Yep. It's a recap. And I appreciate a recap that actually goes into depth. As Hyde approached the small staircase leading up to the front door, he stopped and gazed at the sliver of light poking out from between the doors. Damn it, what a day. Hyde was a rational, no-nonsense man. Panic and stress were usually foreign words to him, but today was different. A voice rang out in his head like a broken record, repeating the same phrase over and over. Know what, Hyde? I've had enough of your bull. You're fired. It was 4 years now since Hyde had packed in his job at a New York detective and moved all the way across the country to California. He had taken the salesman job as an in-betweener, something to put food on the table while he searched for a proper job, and here he was still doing it. He was honestly surprised it had taken him this long to be fired. He wasn't exactly the best salesman in the world. When Hyde first moved to LA, he had been contacted by Ed, an old acquaintance. Ed's offer of a job as a door-to-door salesman had baffled Hyde at first. Hyde had never been a people person, so it seemed like the worst job imaginable for him. He had to admit, though, Ed's offer was a generous one. Ed was the only person in LA who knew Hyde's secret, and yet he was still willing to hire him. Hyde's secret was the one thing keeping him from moving on for the past 4 years. He was in search of his ex-partner, Brian Bradley. Bradley had disappeared 4 years earlier. He was undercover, investigating a crime syndicate called Nile, and it was discovered that he was on the tech and leaking police information to them. When Hyde found out, he confronted Bradley on a pier and shot him. Bradley fell into the water and Hyde never saw him again. He had been searching for him ever since, to ask him the simple question, why did you do it? Why did you betray the force and your partner? After Bradley's disappearance, the brass closed the Nile case. Hyde was furious and he quit on the spot. Knowing all of this, Ed had no reservations about offering Hyde the salesman job. Ed was an ex-cop as well, having made his way through the LAPD, so perhaps he had felt some empathy for Hyde. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for Hyde to become complacent. He began slacking off jobs he didn't like, ignoring his pager for extended periods of time, and being generally unreliable. It had all come to a head that very day, with Ed yelling down the phone, "Know what, Hyde? I've had enough of your bull. You're fired." Ed's angry voice still stinging like a slap across the face, Hyde took a deep breath and began to ascend the stairs to the front door. As he was going up, the door opened and someone came out. Who's that? The person in question was a smartly dressed woman with a wide-brimmed hat and large sunglasses. Hyde's first impression was that she was fairly young and not very subtle about her desire for privacy, if she felt the need to cover up so much at this time of night. The two passed each other on the stairs without a word. Hyde grabbed the door handle and paused, turning for another look at the mysterious woman. She was getting into a car at the foot of the stairs. She started the engine and turned on the piercing headlights. As she rolled up her window, Hyde caught a glimpse of her profile. Don't know her. With that, Hyde pushed on the front door, which creaked open. As soon as he saw who was standing in the lobby, he knew his bad day wasn't over yet. Greeting Hyde like an old friend was his neighbour from 201, Tony Wolfe, a musician by trade, albeit not a successful one. Pardon me. Hey man, long time no see, Tony said cheerfully. Tony's lax demeanour always rubbed Hyde the wrong way. The man was practically penniless, and yet his attitude setting still managed to be jammed on cloud 9. Although Hyde reasoned to himself, if Tony had been here the whole time he might actually be useful for once. Hyde asked about the woman in the hat. Tony responded in typical style. Lovely lady, no idea who she was, but wasn't she classy? Tony knew every woman in the building on a first name basis. If anyone could have identified her, it was him. Hyde, on the other hand, was hardly ever at home thanks to his job. As a result, he barely knew any of the other tenants. He had got what he wanted from Tony, so he made for the stairs. Whoa man, Tony cut in. You're taking off already? No chit-chat for your old pal, Tony? Hyde paused, going over what Tony had said. Old pals after the stunts he's pulled on me in the past. Someone needed to be set straight. Listen, Tony, we just live in the same building, Hyde said. Doesn't exactly make us best friends, you know. As 4-year neighbours, Tony clearly thought the two of them were like family. Hyde, of course, thought otherwise. When Tony asked the question, Hyde had been waiting for since the start of the conversation. Here's the deal, Tony began. I got this need for a little cash real quick. My mom's sick and had to check into the hospital. You know how it is. So anyway, I need to scrape together 1,000 to cover it all. Hyde wasn't buying any of it. 2 weeks earlier, Tony had come to him with a sob story about his little brother being sent to hospital. Out of the goodness of his heart, Hyde had given him money for a taxi ride. He later found out that Tony had used the cash to take a girl out on a date. Oh man, knew I should have gone teetotal, Tony whined. Hyde knew that he shouldn't have been surprised, but he still felt cheated. A bar tab. Big surprise there. Tony, seeing the obvious signs of Hyde's anger, apologised sincerely. Cross my heart, I won't try a stunt like that again. You got my word. Yeah, and the rest, Hyde retorted. I hear the same thing every month. I predict I'll be hearing it next month too. Wait, what? Tony said, nonplussed. There won't be a next month. This month's all we got left. Hyde stared back. What do you mean all we've got left? Was Tony moving? Possibly to a place with high Vega, with lower rent, given his financial situation. But Tony merely shot Hyde a suspicious look. Man, I'm talking about the letter Mag set out. Tell me you got the letter. It would have arrived in your mailbox about a week ago. We all got one. Hyde barely even checked his mail once a week. He wasn't interested in flyers and bills. According to Tony, the landlady, Margaret Patrice, had sent out a letter a week ago. The letter said that the building was up for sale and asked all residents to pack up and leave. This is a fucking novel. And I had no idea. What a day. What a damn day. This was turning out to be the worst day of Cal Hyde's life. At least since that day at the pier. Fired from his job, kicked out of his apartment. Hey guys, the voice drifted down the stairs, and it was followed down by a young, vivacious woman, bouncing from step to step. Tony's face lit up. She was Betty Mayer from room 203. Vega, what are you doing? He's licking the side of the glass. You feel that heat too, buddy, right? Yeah. Come on. Come here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know. Would love you too. Well, she lived down the hall from Hyde and worked at a shop selling fashion accessories. So what are you guys talking about, she asked. Before Hyde could protest, Tony told her the whole story. No way, you didn't know? Betty snorted. That's so like you, Kyle. You always act so focused. And again, I guess we all have our quirks. Hyde shrugged it off. Betty was just like Tony, acting like they were all living in a college dorm. He had no time for their antics. Tony and Betty started chatting about the big move. Betty had apparently already found a new place to live. When Tony complained about her not telling him, she gently reminded him of the same thing Hyde just said. That they were living in the same building, and they weren't really friends. Anyway, I've got a dash. Don't want to be late for my date. Betty headed out the door at top speed, leaving Tony gazing wistfully after her. Hyde knew he was going a bit too far, but he couldn't help himself. Face it, Tony, you don't exactly exude charisma. Tony balked. Yeah, thanks for that, friend. Way to kick a man when he's down, right? He shook his head. Listen, man, I'm off for a walk. Later. Tony took off out the front door. With both of the walking loudspeakers gone, Hyde was finally able to think again. He tightened his grip on his briefcase and continued onto the staircase. Shower time, he thought. Maybe I can wash this hellish day away. Good evening, Mr. Hyde. The voice came from behind him, and it belonged to a petite middle-aged woman in a black dress. Hyde knew the voice right away. Margaret Patrice, the landlady of Cape West Apartments. She had bought up the building when it was still Hotel Cape West, and had refurbished it into apartments. As landlady, she lived on the first floor. The other residents generally referred to her as Mags, half out of affection and half out of irony, given her steely personality. Mags had kept the whole building in very good shape over the years, despite its age. She got to the point straight away. Mr. Hyde, I always check the mailboxes when I pass, and yours is practically overflowing. Hyde knew there was no point in arguing with Mags, so he simply nodded and promised he would deal with the matter. Also, Mags continued, there was something I wanted you to pass on to Mr. Wolfe. Please ask him to kindly furnish me with 4 months' worth of rent that he owes me. Hyde had already been amazed at Mag's ability to remain cool and composed, even in frustrating situations like this. Tony was lucky he went out when he did, mused Hyde. But did he have to leave me here to be scolded by the school teacher? It occurred to him that Tony wasn't the only one behind on his rent, and just as he realized that, Mags voiced the thought. And by the way, Mr. Hyde, I believe you are 2 months behind on your own rent. I'd appreciate it if you could pay me the $400 you owe by the end of next week. Or at the end of the week. Hyde could only nod. Mags nodded back briskly and made to return into your apartment. Before you go, Hyde said, mind if I ask you something? Why did you decide to sell this place all of a sudden? Ah, said Mags. I had a feeling you'd ask. Originally, I had no intention of giving this place up. Hyde wasn't surprised. Cape West Apartments was a 4-story building with a cafe on the first floor. It was quite old, but it had a mellow, relaxing atmosphere to it. The 4th floor had never been renovated and still had the old hotel rooms on it, but almost every other room was full. From Hyde's perspective, it looked like a money machine. Max continued, but you know, sometimes unexpected things happen, and, well, it's complicated. Complicated? What's so complicated? Hyde pressed further about Mag's situation, to which she pointed her finger at him and bluntly replied, it's not easy for a widow like me to take care of a place like this, you know. I can trust you to understand that, can't I? I didn't have too much difficulty understanding her situation. His mother, Jeannie, had raised him on her own after his father died. Having seen what she had gone through firsthand, he wasn't envious of Mag's position. Also, there are land sharks in the area who are putting me under some pressure. And there are other reasons that I won't go into, because frankly, it's none of your concern. Good evening, Mr. Hyde. With that, she turned and walked demurely back into her room. Closing the door in what Hyde considered to be an offensively polite fashion, he never could figure out what made him so uneasy around Mags. Maybe it was her dress, her stern hair bun, or her general mannerisms. Hyde wasn't sure. As he had promised, Hyde went to take a look at his mailbox. He also wanted to see the letter that Tony was talking about. As Mags had said, the mailbox was overflowing with envelopes. I had entered the code on the lock and the mail stack pushed the door open for him, envelopes cascading out all over the floor. I had rifled through the envelopes until he found the one from Mags. He ripped it open, pulled out the letter and read, "My dear tenants, after much deliberation I have chosen to sell this property. The new owner plans to have the building demolished, so it is my unfortunate duty to inform you of the need to vacate at your earliest convenience. Further information will be posted on the notice board in the coming days. December 10th, Margaret Patrice." So it was true. They had to vacate their apartments, and everyone else had known about this for over a week. With a sinking feeling, Hyde made for the stairs and finally managed to get to the second floor without interruption. When he reached the second floor, he nearly ran into someone about to descend the stairs. He recognized the man immediately as Dylan Fitcher, the handyman from room 304. And now I can remember what he sounded like, and I'm not happy. That was all Hyde knew about him. He was quiet, unassuming. Hyde had noticed a somewhat gloomy manner about the man. He had a tendency to look down at the floor as he walked. He was carrying a hammer, which to Hyde seemed somewhat suspicious, but upon questioning him, Hyde discovered that Mags had asked Dylan to handle maintenance throughout the building. Dylan explained in his meek voice that he was to look after the building right up until the deeds were signed. How like Mags, thought Hyde. That sentence did not make sense to me. Oh, by the way, your door's fine, Dylan murmured, before continuing down the stairs. I didn't care, as long as it opened and closed. He headed down the corridor and unlocked his door. As he entered the room, something fell to the floor. Reaching down, he picked up the small envelope which had, he realized, been lodged between the door and the frame. The envelope was blank, with no delivery or return addresses. With the envelope in hand, he entered his room and threw his briefcase down on the table in front of him. Gazing at the battered briefcase, Hyde mused that even it looked tired, Jesus Christ, I can't read. It was no wonder he had been carrying it around with him ever. It was fucking. It was no wonder.
Okay?
No, I'm not. This heat is actually fucking with me. It was no wonder. He had been carrying it around with him ever since he came to LA and started working for Ed. It had previously belonged to Hyde's late father, and had been through its fair share of scripts with both Hydes. Hyde slipped out of his jacket and absently draped it over the arm of the sofa. Returning to the envelope from the door, he ran his finger across the top to open it and withdrew a letter. Item: locate the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. An order sheet. Hyde had never received one of these directly. They had always gone through Ed. He wondered whether this was a bad prank. He was snapped out of his thoughts by the phone ringing. It rang once, however, and then stopped. Odd. The light on the answering machine was blinking, indicating that a message was waiting for him. He recognized Rachel's worried voice immediately. Rachel was Ed's secretary, and had her own side job, acting as a mediator for Ed and Hyde whenever Hyde was slacking off. Unfortunately, there was only so far she could go, and Hyde's latest slip-up had got him fired. He felt it was nice of her to check up on him, though. There was one more message on the machine. I didn't recognize the voice. Cal Hyde, I have an order for you. The request has been taken directly to your room. An anonymous order from an item that lost 25 years ago. This was a decidedly odd request. It had to be some kind of joke. The apartment building had indeed been a hotel 13 years prior, but finding something from 25 years ago was an unthinkable task. I didn't even have the slightest idea what this Scarlet Star was. I went to bed early that night. He knew he didn't have to wake up for work the next day, but the long day had left him feeling exhausted. But no matter how long he closed his eyes for, sleep refused to claim him. The day's events repeated over and over, challenging his weary mind to make any sense of them. Losing his job, having to move out, and then there was the order sheet. When Hyde moved to LA and became a salesman for Red Crown, he had also accepted the underlying job offer. On the surface, Red Crown dealt in door-to-door sales. However, Ed's other business was a secret one, searching for missing items that didn't want to be found. This was Hyde's other job, but receiving an order directly was unheard of. The clients would contact Ed, and he would assign Hyde to the job. However much Hyde mulled it over, no answers presented themselves. He eventually gave up trying to sleep, and simply lay there, gazing at the ceiling.
80 pages.
Yeah. Only
What a
read if confronted by difficulties. That can remain classified.
It's a hit, Reuben.
I don't think it is a hit. So that's chapter 1. That was a longer recap than I thought it was going to be. There's a jukebox.
Listen to every single song individually.
Well, it means that next chapter we can, or next week when we read the second chapter, we can change the song.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's cool. Right, we've read the novel. Load. Return to story. Now, the last thing that happened. Useful information.
The blonde accused the rocker boy of stealing her ring, and then he went to the blonde's room to find
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Or whatever.
And now we have to find it. So what was it, ring we're after?
Yes.
I believe this is Merlin.
Oh dear God. Mr. Hyde, I'd be grateful if you could get your check over and done with.
Take it easy. These things take time.
It's high. It's been a
Fascinating
week.
light. Is she just staring at the light in the room?
Oh,
no, what she's staring at depends upon what you're looking, the direction you're looking at her from.
Yes.
always looking directly at me. Well, no. She's never looking directly at me. Fucking bitch.
Always up and to the left. She leaves it by her nightstand. Check under the side of her bed.
I will. Like nearly all furniture in the building, this chest of drawers is showing its age. A lamp and a chest of drawers, nothing more. Everything in the drawers is folded and laid out neatly. The bulb in this lamp's burned pretty good. Guess someone got lots of use out of it. A room with a view. Cruddy alleyway view, but a view nonetheless. Curtains are a cheerful color. I'm cheered up already. Is that a cheerful color?
I'm kind of. It's like a
The
vanilla
bed's
color.
not only made, it's practically hospital worthy. 2
Might
pillows.
have been
They look
sarcasm.
strokably soft. Do you stroke your pillows?
No comment.
No.
You sure?
My lawyer advised me not to answer that question, so I'm going to refrain.
What?
Mhm.
Do you need a lawyer present?
I think all
Apparently, I
good
do. If we're
questions,
gonna
yes.
keep interrogating me on it, yes.
Well, I don't know about you, but I find it.
That looks like a ring.
There seems
was
to be
very
something
easy to
lodged
find. It's
between the
visible.
dresser and the chest of drawers. What's that? Looks like something shiny is dropped down between the furniture. Well, what do we have here? Damn. Looks like my manly arms are too big to fit into the gap.
Move the furniture.
Hey, Marie.
What is it?
Mind if I shift this dresser a little?
Good luck.
Thanks for the support.
The dresser's fixed tight to the wall. There's no easy way of moving it. Good idea, in my opinion. I wouldn't want it falling every time we have an earthquake.
Are earthquakes common in LA?
Yes.
Then we may have a problem. Great, now what?
What is it, Mr. Hyde?
Looks like something's fallen between the dresser and the chest of drawers. I'm gonna get a closer look.
Between the dresser and the chest of drawers?
Yeah, right between the two.
Are you sure you're not just seeing things? I can't make out much at all.
Don't be a bitch. You never know, it could turn out to be your ring. Problem is, I can't get my arm in to pull it out. Got anything lying around we could poke in there to get it out?
Like what?
Doesn't really matter what, it just has to be thin enough to fit into the gap.
Nothing really springs to mind. If you find anything that looks likely to fit, feel free to give it a try.
Great. Looks like I've got another search on my hands.
Get a fork or something, I don't know.
And put it in the toaster.
Mr. Hyde, I'd rather you didn't go snooping around in my bathroom. I can never even take my ring in there.
Just checking out all the possibilities, don't get the wrong idea. I am confused about this layout, right? Because, like, that's the kitchen sink and that's the bathroom sink, but it's not in the bathroom.
Correct.
Please tell me that's not a thing in the States.
I really don't know what's going on with this entire building, to be completely honest.
Good. There's a cup on the shelf with a toothbrush resting in it. Hey, it's my face. Good to know I'm not a vampire. There's a built-in wash basin next to the refrigerator. The refrigerator's making an awful racket. Cupboard doors don't quite fit properly. One of the handles looks like it's about to fall off. The cupboard doors are kind of busted up. Everything in the drawers is neatly organized, not a spoon out of place. Well, at least he had one nice thing to say about the drawers. The sink is spotless, free of any and all debris, including rings. Nothing stands out about the stove except how clean it is. I'm really not sure I need to be inspecting Marie's cooking equipment so closely. Yeah, you do. Same extractor as in my room, just as clean, though for different reasons, I'm sure. There is a wooden cupboard in the corner with a lock on it, same as my room. The doors ain't in great condition, but they're clean as can be. All the crockery is in neat little piles. He had a lot of nice things to say about that kitchen.
Uh-huh.
It keeps it very clean.
She does. Right, there's a hanger. Give me the hanger. How convenient, a wooden hanger on the side of the closet. Now, this looks like just the thing to fit into that gap. I take the wooden hanger and I shove it up your butt.
Uh-huh.
Reuben.
Yes. To reply to something quick. Now, where is that gap? Have you ever stuck a rod in a gap?
No.
No?
No, I'm gonna go with no.
Well, I'm gonna show you what it's like to stick a hanger in a gap. There's something
you.
shining between the dresser and the chest of drawers. Maybe this hanger is just what I need to pull the thing out.
Yay, minigame time.
It's the pin of a grenade.
Lift it up, Reuben. Lift it up. There you go. There.
Oh,
Yep, you're pushing it back further.
shit. I've made the situation far worse.
Did you?
Damn, that's not. I've pushed it in even more. Not as smart as you think,
Good
are
job.
you? Oh,
I take it from the way you're acting, it didn't work.
it's no problem. I've just got to give it some more thought.
You better get thinking then.
Right?
Is
God.
there gonna be Jeopardy music now?
Do boo 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 boo. Using this here isn't going to be helpful at all.
Good job.
Combined with what? Fucking. Why, hello there.
Old man.
Where? There's a white box resting on the tabletop. Inside, I can see it's packed full of cookies. The lid looks like it might just be small enough to fit into the gap. Here we go. The lid.
My god, it's Ferrero Rocher's.
What?
Candies.
Yeah.
You don't have Ferrero Rocher over there, Ty?
No, we do.
Yeah.
Ferrero Rochers?
Yes.
I don't know. How do you say them with super British accent, Reuben?
British.
Ferrero
Say
Rocher?
different.
It's the same pronunciation.
Hmm.
There's nothing special about it. They're just really expensive chocolate. Maybe I can use this lid to latch onto the thing and drag it out. The lid.
The lid.
The lid. Right, let's go. Let's...
Whoops, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob?
Oh, look,
That's
you're
not
making it
right.
worse, Kajorb.
Lift it up. Lift it.
Oops. Damn, that's done it. Now I've pushed it in even more.
Something wrong? Take it from the way you're acting, it didn't work. Same lines.
No problem. Some more thinking.
Some more thinking.
You better get thinking then.
Right. Combine the hanger with the box lid. You're damn right they don't go together. I didn't know what else to do.
Need to find the right object, I guess.
I mean, the wire from the coat hanger should have been what we used, but you know. There's a cup on the table. There's coffee in the cup, but it's gotten pretty cold. It must have been a while since you poured it. There's a
Great
sketch of the
detective.
room on the table. It must be something to remember this room by after she moves. There's a box of cookies on the table. I wouldn't refuse one if she offered. She ain't gonna offer, Kyle.
No.
The sunlight is streaming onto the coffee table. Marie must have left this dress and sewing box here. Sewing box.
Watch the sewing stuff.
Marie must have left this thread here. That's got my mind working. Looks like I'm moving in the right direction. This should fit between the furniture, but it's too dinky to actually pull anything out.
Dinky, that's a word.
I take the thread. The sewing box is made of wood. There's an elaborate floral pattern engraved on it. It's a white one-piece dress. I never was that much of a fan. The sofa is soft at the touch, but if you sit on it, you just sink down onto the wood. There are 3 cushions on the sofa. They feel like they're made of linen. They have stripes on them, like the wallpaper. Can't say I'm a stripes sort of guy. Through the window I can see the building on the other side of the road. Curtains are made of silk and held in place with tie backs. That Marie's a classy dame. There's a bookcase in this corner. It bears the telltale signs of a long life of heavy abuse.
Oh no.
There's a photo frame next to the books on the bottom shelf. The photograph is a portrait of a handsome young man. Who could it be?
Who knows?
The books on the bottom shelf are all written by the same author. He must be good. A variety of leather-bound books make up the contents of the top shelf. Have a colourful drink.
What's going on?
I was taking a drink. There seems to be something lost between. Yeah, we've done that. Right. No. Thread. Combine the thread with the wooden hanger. Combine the thread with the box lid. Use the thread.
Need another object, I guess.
A wooden cabinet with 3 drawers. It's not the first I've seen and it won't be the last. Looks like there's a tape measure inside. Could be useful, you never know. Now I'm just gonna take all of her stuff.
Yep.
There's some safety pins inside the drawer. Now this is a definite plus. Pretty sure one of these will come in handy. I take a safety pin. A nylon covered notebook and a black ballpoint pen. It's a first aid kit. Hopefully I won't end up needing this. Who knows, Kyle, with this dangerous job.
Sticking your hands in people's drawers.
Yeah, I could lose a finger doing that.
Yeah.
There's a white telephone on top of this cabinet. It looks way more modern than mine. There's a framed photograph on top of the cabinet. It's of a younger Marie and a guy who seems to have an oddly calm aura about him. Is this the guy who gave her that ring? Maybe. Alright on that. An oil painting of some pink flowers in a vase. It goes well with the decor. Well, apparently. There's a small lamp on top of the shoe cabinet. Nothing but shoes.
Choose wisely.
Hello.
Right, that's bound to be everything now. If I use this tip measure, I might be able to pull the thing out. I can't put it in like that.
It's a fingertip.
What? He's a. Guess needs to be a bit shorter. What were they thinking?
I love it. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh yeah, now we get a better angle. It's not long enough. You make it longer.
Long. Nope.
This is too much like real life.
You just fiddling with stuff behind a shelf?
Yeah. Trying to use things to get other things and they just don't work. There we go. Whoa. I never thought of using that like that. I would have just pulled it out. Perfect. Got it.
That's why he's
I
the main
take the
character
ring.
and you're, alright.
Now perhaps I can put an end to this whole mess. You know what's even better? I have a measuring tape right beside me for if I ever need to deal with something like that.
Like dropping something? Yeah, what a brilliant conclusion.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to hold though. So I'd say it was roughly that much to get that ring. Which Yeah, I couldn't reach that. That's fair, I guess. He did the right thing.
Fair. Also stole a bunch of safety pins for no reason.
No, I only
Your
stole
safety pin
one.
collection.
Marie. Marie.
What is it?
So, does this look anything like the ring you claim was stolen?
You found it.
Yeah. Didn't even break a sweat. I'm no expert on jewelry, but this looks like a pretty decent ring, even to me. Definitely impressed by the big stone on it.
Mr. Hyde. Now you found my ring, please hand it to me now.
What's got into her all of a sudden?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
That's okay.
I'm just keen to get my property back.
Yeah, I guess you are.
That's it. That's my ring.
So that puts an end to it. Looks like you wanted to hang the wrong man after all when you blamed Tony.
Yes, I'm not exactly proud of myself either. I mean, I did kind of jump to the wrong conclusion.
It happens.
I just lost it when I noticed my precious ring had gone.
Must be really special if you're that protective of it.
It's one of the most treasured things that I have. It was a present from my older brother before he passed away.
Marie reaches for the photo on the bookshelf.
I suppose I better go patch things up with Mr. Wolf. Not sure if I can face him right away, though. I'm still pretty embarrassed. He's bound to fly off the handle and start shouting at me again.
You can't say you don't deserve it.
What should I do?
You fucking apologize, you bitch.
No.
The face says it all. Tell you what, I'll have a word with him. See if I can't smooth things over a bit.
Thank you, Mr. Hyde.
Here, you might as well take your stuff back too. I won't be needing it now that you've got your ring back. I'll see myself out.
Thanks again.
I leave Marie's room. And I slam the door in her face. Tony!
What is it, man?
I find the ring in Mary's room.
Seriously? You got it?
It had fallen down the side of her dresser.
I knew it. I knew she had her facts all wrong, dude.
She also said she's sorry.
Yeah, like that's gonna be enough to clear the air. It's about time I started hearing some serious apologies.
I think you should go easy on her, Tony. She's really embarrassed and not exactly proud of what she said. Perhaps you should just let it slide this time.
But you heard what he said about me, right?
Come on, Tony. We're all going to be clearing out of these apartments soon. Do you really want to cause any more trouble for yourself?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I think I'm man enough to take one on the chin. Forgive and forget and all that. Thanks to you, I am in the clear. I can't thank you enough for what you did. Can't imagine it had been gone this well if I'd asked anyone else. Guess all that detective training you got really paid off, huh?
Hey, hold on. Hey, Tony, how'd you find that? How'd you find out about me being a detective, I mean?
I heard about it from Dylan, dude.
Dylan? Why the hell did he know?
I thought you must have told them or something.
I could tell a guy like him all about my past. I haven't told anyone living in this building about that.
That's so, huh? Oh, I just figured the info must have, like, come straight from you. I was pretty surprised when I heard you used to wear a badge. Figured you must have been through something rough to make it quit, right?
Meaning?
Hey, don't need to give me that kind of look. I'm just thinking out loud. Looks like I crossed the line, huh? Oh wow, is that the time? I gotta be in an audition. Catch you later, man.
An audition?
Yeah, and if I make it through, I gotta give me a live gig. And if that happens, drinks are on me.
Tony makes his way along the hallway and heads down the stairs towards the lobby. I won't hold my breath for those drinks. There's something about what Tony said. What was it? How does Dylan know about my past? Oh, it's my pager. Better get back to my room.
My room is paging me.
Yeah. What room are we? 206. No, 206 is the room we were in.
202.
We were 202.
Yep.
Do, 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 do.
Do-do-ba-do-do.
Ba-da-ba. Pager goes, that means I need my phone. Where's my phone? There's my phone. It's my phone. Suppose I should give Rachel a call. This is Red Crime. How can I help you? It's me. What's up? Ed's just got back. I'll pass you over.
Who did that last time? I forget.
No one was Ed last time.
Oh, okay.
Merlin, give us your gruffest voice.
Oh, jeez. No. What is it, Hyde?
Oh dear. There's something we need to discuss.
Well, it's a little late to start apologizing.
Slime? I said gruff and you go slimy as
much
shit.
you grovel. I'm not going back on my decision.
It's not about me getting fired, Ed.
Then what the hell is it about, Dracula?
Why, Luigi, man!
It's about an order. An order that made its way to me directly.
What?
There was an order sheet in my room when I got back yesterday. The message on it was vague. It goes like this. Find the Scarlet Star that disappeared in Hotel Kip West 25 years ago.
You sure you got your facts straight? Orders shouldn't come directly to you at all. As far as the clients are concerned, they don't even know Kyle had. You haven't been spreading what we deal with behind the scenes, have you?
What do you take me for? An idiot?
Yes. Whatever. Ignore this order sheet. In case you forgot, Red Crayon ain't your concern anymore, so drop it. You can take that piece of paper and burn it.
But Ed...
Plus, it sounds like a bogus order to me. Think about it. Who's going to be after something that went missing 25 years ago?
Me?
Wow.
Just drop it. Besides, you've got more important things to do, like finding a job.
Ed...
I'm hanging up. Fun.
Bogus order. Even if it does turn out to be bogus, how did it make its way to me? Speaking of strange, Tony heard I was detective from Dylan of all people. Something's not quite right about all this. I think it's about time Dylan and I got better acquainted.
With my fists. I don't know. Yeah, but chatter, I don't know how long they've been in chat though. I just saw it now.
Hello. No, they were here a while ago.
Yeah, we...
Oh, okay.
This is why I
We
say
got
pay attention to... Hi?
I can't pay attention, you know this. I'm chronically allergic to paying attention.
Yeah. Where am I going?
You're going to beat up Dylan in room 30 something.
That's right, he's upstairs with a hammer. I don't think I can beat up Dylan, he's got a hammer. This bench is a little faded from all the sunlight. There's a light fixed to the wall. You must have got a bulk discount on these. That's it?
Yes.
Huh? There's someone in the hallway. There he is. It's Dylan.
Who did Dylan's voice last week? I forget.
It was Merlin.
Oh, no.
You gotta do the
Alright, it
voice
was
again. Hey man, you chose what he was. And it was
Fucking,
right.
What did he sound like? He sounded dumb.
Hank Hill.
He sounded really
Hank
dumb.
Hill?
Yes.
It wasn't Hank
Hank
Hill.
Hill sounds like.
It was not Hank Hill.
It was similar to Hank Hill.
No, he sounded like a dumbass is what he sounded like. You got a moment?
Uh-huh.
I've got some questions I'd like to ask you.
Questions to ask me? Yeah, it was goofy.
It was goofy. Might not have been as extreme as that, but... Yeah. Let me bend your ear for a bit.
What are you gonna tell me? What's it about?
Go!
Tony from 201 told me that you were blabbing about me once being a detective.
That's right. I did think I mentioned it to him. But he came and asked me about it first.
He asked you about me?
Right. Must have been about 2 weeks ago. I was called into his room to take care of that door that wouldn't close properly. And after I fixed it, he asked if I'd like to grab a drink. That's when he started talking about you. Remember him asking if I knew anything about you?
Okay. Why did Tony want to know about me?
He was going on about how he'd like to become your friend. And just wanted to know if I knew anything about you. So naturally, when he asked, I told him what I knew. So all I said to him was that you're an ex-detective who works as a salesman.
Care to tell me how you knew I used to be a detective?
It just cropped up one day.
Cropped up? What's that supposed to mean?
I saw your name in an old newspaper article.
In an article?
Right. It was an article about an undercover investigation in New York. When I read through it, I noticed the name Kyle Hyde. I also noticed that you shot an undercover cop. One that was on the take, not exactly a through and through blue.
When was the newspaper dated?
I think it was from around 4 years back.
Where did you find this newspaper?
Let me think.
If you think you can.
It's just a coincidence I stumbled across the paper and noticed that article.
Finding an old newspaper with stuff about me was a coincidence? Do you really expect me to buy that story?
Honest, I was out on a job at the time.
I don't have a job.
Yeah, I'm in the plumbing and repair business, so I often get sent out on jobs. I find myself in buildings and offices a lot. I even fix windows occasionally too. Thinking back, I saw that article. I just moved to New York. What the hell? Good enough. And was doing a job in someone's bathroom. People had just moved in and there was stuff all over the place, including an old newspaper left lying around. I just had lunch and thought I'd give it a read. That's when I saw your name.
How far back was this?
I don't know, 3 months? So we're done with all the questions?
Yeah, for now. Huh? Who's there?
Not me.
That's a new guy.
Here we go.
I guess it's me, or do you want to do it, Reuben?
I can be an old man, I guess.
No?
You really should take your chat elsewhere. You're blocking the hallway.
Alright. Right, I thought he left.
Kindly get out of my way.
Kill him, Hyde.
Frank. This miserable old guy's Frank Raver. He occupies room 302 and has a tendency to skulk around late at night.
If memory serves, you're...
Cal Hyde, the guy living in the apartment below you, who incidentally has to put up with the racket you make walking around all night.
I don't appreciate being accused of things, Mr. Hyde. This building may be old, but it's solid and unlikely to cause such disturbance.
I'm telling you, I can hear every one of your footsteps loud and clear. Sometimes I can't even get a wink of sleep while you're stamping around.
Looks like I misjudged you, Mr. Hyde. I had you pegged as the kind of guy who'd have more important things on his mind.
Meaning what? Merlin.
What? Mr. Raver? Mr. Hyde was just trying to say that he noticed some noise coming from your room. He's not trying to start an argument with you. Isn't that right, Mr. Hyde?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I suppose I can try to take a little more care late at night.
Gee, thanks. Bit of a cranky old-timer we got here.
And while we're all here, I had a matter to bring to your attention, Dylan.
Is he dying? What's going on?
This is an old
Not
man.
fast enough. You did?
Yes. It seems that someone left trash by the fire door on the 4th floor again.
Not again. Who could be so careless?
That's a good question. But more importantly, we wouldn't want an incident like before now, would we? I recommend you get up there and clear it up right away.
Will do.
Thank you, Dylan.
Frank goes back into his room and disappears from sight.
Which reminds me, I never got around to checking out the 4th floor.
You take care of the repair work on the 4th floor too?
You know, just certain floors. Certainly do.
I thought the whole floor was disused. That's why it's out of bounds.
All the rooms up there are the remnants from when this place was first a hotel. The fire door was sealed to prevent access, though. Having problems all the way up there just adds to the hassle. That's the last place we want things to go wrong. I'm gonna have to leave you, Mr. Hyde. I have to get up there and sort this out. My God.
Dylan heads up the staircase. What's up on the 4th floor? Now my curiosity's really piqued. Looks like Dylan's already here.
Don't need to talk to Dylan anymore. What are you doing here, Mr. Hyde?
Do you feel your brain cells dying as you do it?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a crime to wander up here once in a while.
That's true.
Frank said something about some trash.
Yeah, I already took care of it, though. It was just a flyer from an old newspaper. No great shakes.
So someone makes their way up here just to dispose of something like that?
You'd be surprised. It does happen from time to time. Well, it's things like this that really get to me. Just another one of the many problems with the building anyone can get into. In my opinion, you're asking for trouble if people can just walk in off the street.
What? What kind of incident? What kind of incident was Frank referring to?
Sorry, I didn't follow.
Just now, outside room 302, Frank Rivers said something about an incident. Said that something happened up here on the 4th floor.
Oh, right. That.
Care to share some details?
It was nothing.
Is that right?
Yep. Nothing you need to worry about. Okay, I've got to make a move.
Well, I think
go take a
Dylan
shit?
did it. I think Dylan did it.
Yeah, he hammers people to death. In this
I don't know
scene.
what he did, but he did it.
Uh-huh.
Dylan makes his way to the stairs and descends out of sight. Now I know something's up. He seemed caught off guard when I asked. We've got an idea. If the rooms up here have been left as they were when it was Hotel Cape West, I wouldn't mind having a better look around.
Sure, instead of paying back our rent, let's just play detective. Yeah.
It's not playing detective, he is a detective.
Ex-detective.
Okay, he's the great defective. There's a taped up box on the floor. It's probably just stuff that's been packed for when the building shuts down. It's an old wooden cabinet. Odd place for one, really. 3 cardboard boxes are stacked up on the cabinet. They're taped up, so I can't look inside. Shame too. I bet it would have been thrilling. Looks like there's some sort of control panel attached to the wall. The switches in the control panel are both in the on position. Not if I can help it, they aren't. There's a case in the wall with a glass cover. Inside the case, the fire bell and some kind of lever. The lever is currently in the on position. Man, am I gonna commit arson?
Yeah,
There's a toolbox fixed to the wall. It's a blackened set of pliers. That wrench looks pretty old. Must see a lot of use in a place like this. There's a wooden doorstep inside the toolbox.
or stop, but that's okay.
On the wall is a brand new fire extinguisher. It looks like it was put there very recently. Hold on. Maybe I should check a little more. Fourth floor hallway is blocked by a hefty looking fire door. Let's see if the thing's locked or not.
Good
Damn.
job.
Huh.
This can't be good. Now the alarm's ringing.
Could have foreseen. Try praying at it.
Nope, knocking's getting me nowhere.
Prayer?
Dear our heavenly door.
Please
There's a
door.
case in the wall with a glass cover. It said case, fire bell, and some sort of lever. Bell's loud enough to wake up the dead. I really gotta figure a way to stop the thing.
Punch it. Just keep punching it. Break your hands against it.
I feel like that might hurt.
Not as much as my ears.
Yeah. Switches to control panel are both set to on. I bet if I use those switches, I can stop that damn bell ringing. You flick back. Oh my god, hold on.
Damn pliers in there for them both. When this, I don't know.
This is how circuit breakers work. They actually got it completely correct.
You were getting to it both at once, but then it stopped.
Damn it. I can't remember how it is I'm supposed to do this.
You need 2 fingers. Wow, the game froze. It's almost like.
Hold on. I had to do a certain trick to do this in the first one too, and I can't remember.
What a lovely sound.
Yeah, it helps me sleep at night. Oh god. There might be microphone stuff as well. Oh god. This might be a lot harder than I thought.
Yell at the alarm, that'll turn it off. Totally.
Go both circles to appear at the frame. Function. I'll just move the mouse between. Fuck. Holding down the lid. What? I didn't even have to do something crazy. What the fuck? Finally,
Yeah,
it
totally.
stopped. Not a moment too soon either.
Yeah, I just ran for like 5 minutes.
Huh? Someone's coming. You
Not a
again.
moment too soon. Mr. Hyde, what have you done?
Yeah, about that. Kinda made a judgment error and set off the alarm.
A judgment error?
Error.
More like you thought you'd open the door and start snooping around inside.
Yep, you got me.
This is bad. Real bad.
What? Miss Patrice?
I told you this was bad.
I can't
Dylan, my
remember.
dear, you care to explain what's going on here? For one, why was the alarm ringing just now?
Let me explain.
And just what were you doing up here, Mr. Hyde?
I was just...
Well,
It's not what you think, Miss Patrice.
then kindly explain it to me.
The alarm went off because I thought it would be a good idea to conduct a test to see if the system was working properly.
A test? At this time of day?
Yes. Isn't that happened, Mr. Clyde?
Yeah? It's just like he said. A test. Dylan asked me to give him a hand while he set it up.
I see.
Yeah, I asked him for help. Just figured that even though we're going to be leaving soon, it would be a good idea to make sure the safety measures are still working.
Good thinking, Dylan. I can't tell you how grateful I am to you for taking such good care of the building. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Max walks away and goes downstairs. Yep, he did do that. Thanks for covering for me there.
Not a problem. Now that you're off the hook, you might want to head back downstairs.
I guess he's right. I think I'll go take it easy in my room. Man, he
Should we
knows
just stream?
far more than he's letting on.
Yeah.
After I
hear
returned
my
from the
cat?
4th floor, huh?
Never mind.
After I returned from the 4th floor, I decided to take a load off and relax on the sofa. Still can't shake the mystery surrounding that order sheet I got. 4 o'clock already. Just in time to catch that show about huge spec on TV.
The mayoral candidate. I can't speak. You have a power button, Reuben. There you go.
There's an old cartoon on. Japanese spies. Don't think I watched this much as a kid. Today on 5 News, we take a look back at Hugh Speck's career. From LAPD officer to candidate for LA mayor. Hugh Speck comes straight from the ranks of LA's finest, where he had a long and distinguished career. While in the LAPD, he cracked many high-profile cases, and even stamped out incidents of police corruption. One of his more famous cases happened in the 1950s. A crime ring named Condor was responsible for multiple jewel thefts all over LA. Speck was tireless in his effort to bring Condor down. Then, 13 years ago, Speck entered the world of politics. As a politician, he continued down his path of justice. One could say that Speck was destined to lead this city. The election ahead will be very interesting indeed. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Hugh Speck. He was an officer in the LAPD during the incident involving my old man. It's true that back in the day he solved his fair share of cases. But in the one surrounding my dad, Officer Speck had a far lesser role to play. Okay, now how am I going to keep myself occupied? Still plenty of time until dinner. Maybe I'll take a trip down to Lucky's Cafe and grab a coffee. Doop doo doo. Boom. Ooh. Hey, I recognize that guy over there. He's Get
Anime MC?
By the looks of it.
No, not me.
How young do we
Well,
think this
hello
guy
there.
is? Oh, okay. Hi. I definitely know this guy. He's on the 3rd floor in...
You're Kyle Hyde from Room 202, aren't you?
Yeah. And you're...
Charles.
Charles.
Yes, Charles. There's something wrong with my name, good sir? No, I get it. You forgot my name again, didn't you?
You got me, kid. But it's coming back to me. Your full name's Charles Junet, right?
Exactament. Might be a good idea to make a note of it or something, though. There's only 9 people in this building. Shouldn't be too hard to remember their names.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, kid.
Some people find it very rude if you forget their name, you know.
Trust me, I don't forget names on purpose. They just seem to slip through the cracks.
A
I
butt
don't
crack.
go... Oh, wow. I don't go around presuming everyone remembers me either.
Interesting attitude. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. That helps me understand the kind of person you are better.
A stinker.
Glad to hear it.
Try to make the effort to remember my name from now on, yeah?
Jesus Christ, Ty. How many words did you try to say in one breath
know.
there?
Too many.
In one instant. Try that line again. Slow down.
Try to make the effort to remember my name from now on, yeah? When I forget a person's name, I feel terrible on the inside.
I hear you loud and clear. Kid's name is Charles Junet.
He looks like if a diaper was a person.
Huh?
Huh?
You think he's a what?
Diaper.
A diaper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a diaper, doesn't it?
No?
Like, if someone in Beauty and the Beast was turned into just, you know, things in the house, he would have been a stack of diapers.
Have you ever, like, called someone a diaper to their face before?
No, I'm not gonna have to this guy because he's a drawing.
He's like Kira, but Kira has it less of a baby face than he does. So. I guess
Honestly, what he
fitting.
looks like, what's that show that I've never seen? The Good
He's
Doctor?
French.
That autistic doctor?
Oh, I know the
Yeah.
one you're talking about.
I've just never seen it because people like us don't watch that kind of television. It's
No, I also
very
don't watch that
popular.
kind of TV.
It's just the banks.
He came over as an exchange student from France about a year ago. According to Betty, he has big dreams of becoming a big-time movie director. You're buddies with Billy, who used to live in 205, right? Billy!
Yes, that's right.
I remember Betty telling me a while back.
Betty's lovely, isn't she? It's a shame we won't be living in the same building for much longer. We've all got to leave this place after all.
Thanks for the reminder.
Hey, I heard the alarm bell ringing earlier. You know what happened?
My tacos.
That was just a test. Nothing special.
A test? I thought it might have been something a little more exciting.
Like the
Here we
second
go
coming.
again, I thought.
Hey, have you got a moment? What did you think had happened?
I thought it was happening all over again.
Use proper nouns, people.
What was?
You know, like the panic about the fire from 2 weeks ago. I thought it was another fire, you know?
There was a fire here 2 weeks ago?
Didn't you hear about that, Mr. Hyde?
I didn't hear a thing, but then again, I was away on a trip at the time.
It happened around lunchtime in the middle of the week.
Do you know where the fire broke out?
Yeah, it was up by the staircase on the 4th floor.
Interesting.
Yes. I heard that someone came into the building and started it. Luckily, someone spotted it and put it out right away. The building didn't suffer any lasting damage.
So who put the fire out?
Mr. Raver?
Frank River from 302?
Yeah, that's him. If Mr. Raver hadn't noticed the fire, who knows what might have happened. By the way, Mr. Hyde, what are you going to do after you leave this place?
I haven't quite worked that out yet.
I found out 15
Me
minutes ago.
neither. I haven't even started looking for a new apartment yet. I really like this place, despite it being a little, old and run down.
You and me both, kid.
I'll see you later, Mr. Hyde.
Charles says goodbye and leaves.
I was trying to do an Ezreal voice, and I realized I can't do an Ezreal voice, so...
Well, it's called Awesome DeLorean. It's called Awesome Graphics. The first game was like this too. It's great. I really love sketchy. It's meant to be like a sketchy noir kind of deal. Oh hey, that's some fine smelling food.
Almost like a manga that you play, kind of. No, not really.
Oh no, this is so Western, it's European. Huh? It's Frank.
You again?
Frank the firefighter.
I'm bumping into you a lot lately, Mr. Hyde.
Mr. River. Good timing. I have some things I'd like to ask you.
What is this, an ambush?
Charles told me that
Yes.
you came across a fire on the 4th floor 2 weeks back.
I did, yeah. What about it?
Are you in the habit of wandering around in out-of-bound areas?
What can I say? I get bored easily. I don't have a job to go to anymore either. Plus, it's good for my health to climb up and down the stairs. I thought for a moment you had something interesting to ask me. Goodbye.
G1 Transformer? What, the like 80s cartoon? Frank slips away towards the staircase. I can't say I've ever gotten into Transformers. We used to have a bunch of toys lying around the house, but I think they were my uncle's. Lucky's Cafe. Best food and raw caffeine in town. It's worth the trip downstairs just for that aroma of freshly ground coffee. It's Christmas tree!
Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time?
Yeah, it's like
December
like
20th or something.
17, yeah. Hi! You give her the most annoying fucking voice. Welcome to Lucky's Cafe! Oh, Mr. Hyde, nice to see you! Today's coffee is a straight watermelon mineral roast. Sounds good. I'll take one of those. Coarsely ground and black. Gotcha! Can I get you something to go with that? That's the $1 million question. Maybe I can tempt you with today's special dessert. We've only got one left. I made it myself, which makes it an extra special. Yeah, why not? I'm sure you won't regret it. I'm already fucking regretting this voice. The perky waitress is Claire Regan, the daughter of the cafe owner. She's always cheery and keeps the customers coming back. How could I not have gotten into Transformers? I just prefer my mechs to be pilotable. The whole...
Reuben likes Digimon.
Yeah, I like Digimon. I don't really know what that's got to do with not liking Transformers that much, but, you know. I mean, I watched the Michael Bay movie, the first one, and that was enough. I'm sure I watched one of the cartoons as a kid, but it was whatever was airing at the end of the 90s, the start of the 2000s. Yes, you'll be taking your regular spot, right? Right. I have a habit of always sitting in the same seat when I come here. Sitting here enjoying a good coffee is one of the best things about this place. A damn fine coffee. Here you go! Today's coffee and one of my special desserts! My own homemade plum truffles! I took a ripe dried plum, filled it with a wonderful fruity chocolate ganache, and then coated it with a slightly bitter type of chocolate for an edgy flavor. It all adds up to a deliciously sweet dessert. I hope you like it, Mr. Hyde. Huh?
Why does she look sad while she's telling you this?
It certainly looks tasty. Bon appetit! Because she realized what she sounds like. Claire drifts away from the table after delivering my order. There's an appetizing looking combination of coffee and a dessert on the table. That is a fine aroma. The fragrant coffee takes me away from my troubles, if only for a while.
It looks beautiful.
It does. They're very proud of that picture.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna nitpick though. What is a ripe dried plum?
Yeah,
like
it's
a
kind
Give
of
her
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio's voice from Shrek.
I
That
guess
was exactly what you did. No, that's a
Or
good job.
Toad.
we don't know who this is. Oh well, Mr. Hyde. Huh? Looks like I can't stay away from your coffee for too long, can I? Who wants to be this friendly older gentleman?
Definitely seems like Tygon.
Weird. Glad to hear it. How are you finding today's blend?
Well, let me see. Full flavored, slightly bitter, and with a fine aroma to boot.
Isn't that spectacular? Got my hands on some top-notch beans. A little darker, but ground coarsely and dripped slowly, giving it a richer taste.
Mind out of the gutter, Merlin.
I find
wasn't
it,
thinking anything.
pays to add a little more than you think you need to.
Well, it sure beats the instant crap.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Very low bar. I mean,
Yeah. This guy's name is Sidney
Coffee's
Regan.
bad.
Is Claire's father
Reagan!
Regan?
Anime Reagan.
Reagan sleepy.
He's Claire's father, and he owns this place. He can dig his heels in when he wants, but he likes to talk, and we get on well.
Oh no. Say, what did you think of the dessert? You can be honest now.
It was great.
How great exactly?
You know, just great.
I thought you would say something like that. For me, I find that adding some liqueur really sets the taste apart from the rest.
Liqueur?
Adding just the right amount boosts the impact of the ganache. Helps
I
to
wonder how
balance
this
the
game was
taste of the
gonna go.
plums and cocoa too. If you tried a dessert I put together, chances are you'd be pining for another.
How come you don't tell Claire all this?
Don't get me wrong, it's not like I haven't tried. She's just not interested in my take on the recipes. Tells me to keep them to myself. He's in the habit of ignoring my good advice. Sometimes I even think I can see my ex-wife's personality poking through. By the way, Mr. Hyde, do you know the customer who's sitting over there in the back?
Which one?
Him, over there. The guy in the sunglasses.
Guy in the sunglasses.
Whoa.
There's a shifty looking guy sitting at the back wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, they're fucking Neo in the room and they're just acting normal.
Who the hell is that guy?
He a friend of yours, Mr. Hyde?
Never laid eyes on him before.
Strange. He seems to know all about you.
What?
That's good.
He came around asking questions and everything. I just
Asking.
figured he must be a friend of yours. Looks like I
doesn't
got it
someone
all
asking
wrong.
questions, doesn't that mean they don't know a lot about the person?
Well, knows enough to ask questions about specific things, I guess. Sydney finishes speaking and leaves the table side. Who is that guy, and how does he know about me? The guy's got his feet up too. Hey, got a moment?
You want me to do this, motherfucker, Ty?
Doesn't matter.
Alright, you can do it then. It's John Wick knockoff.
Rude.
I thought you were gonna be all about doing John Wick knockoff. What the fuck?
That depends.
Firstly, who the hell are you? Sydney said you know who I am, but I've never even met you before. Time to start talking, pal.
Is that right?
Yeah. Why don't we begin with your name?
The name's Foster. Rex Foster.
Rex. So he calls
Tommy
himself Rex
Silverhands.
Foster. This must be the guy that called Mom and Rachel. Finally, I got a face to put to the name I keep hearing. You've been busy making a lot of calls, it would seem. What are you after? I don't seem to remember asking for a guy like you to follow me around.
Yeah, okay. You got me.
Hey!
God, he looks like an anime villain.
Got a reason for staring at me? Something on my face?
Yeah, you could say that. And just thinking, you've really got the face of a detective.
What's my face got to do with anything? But let's get back on track. What exactly do you want from me?
It's about time you asked. I was hoping to ask you some questions, that's all.
Questions?
Yeah, to begin with. Why did you choose to live in this particular building?
No reason, just kind of wind up here.
Holy other one, that's not the reason. You're set up here because the place once being Hotel Cape West. Because of the place once being Hotel Cape West.
I've got no clue what he's babbling about.
Made you think, didn't I? Let's try another question then, shall we?
What's your attitude, buddy?
You're trying to hide the fact that there was some trouble today on the second floor, too?
Trouble? What are you talking about?
So you're saying nothing happened, are you?
Well, there was something.
And that something was?
Someone thought they'd been robbed.
Really? You don't say.
Turns out the person who started all the trouble was mistaken, though.
Don't share information with this random creepy motherfucker who's been calling your family?
Not that any of this has got squat to do with you.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Fair
Call the
enough.
police.
I just wanted to ask.
I am the police.
No,
you're
you're not.
Who does this guy think he is?
Stalker.
How did you know I was a detective?
Now that would be telling.
Don't play the innocent with me. You better start talking real quick.
Let's just say a little bit of research on you went a long way.
So you're researching me now, are you? Care to elaborate on that? Who the hell are you?
Hey, easy, easy. You're not the only person I'm looking into.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I can't really tell you anything right now. It's still Act 1. But speaking to you could be quite dangerous, Kyle.
Cut the crap and define dangerous.
If you know too much, you might feel inclined to get in my way.
And why would I want to get in your way? I don't even know you.
I never said you do it on purpose. But guys like you, they just tend to get in the way.
You're making less and less sense as you go along.
You may have left the Force to seek out a life without too much excitement. But guys like you get just a whiff of a case and switch right back to your old ways. And that's precisely why I can't afford to have you get in my way.
Guys like me. You want to explain that to me?
Oh, I'm sure you understand just fine. That's me done. I'm leaving.
Hey, hold it. Not so fast.
Take it easy, Kyle. There's plenty of time for us to sit down and chat, you know?
Rex says his piece and leaves. Who does this guy think he is? Mr. Hyde. Huh?
So, who was that guy?
His name's Rex Foster. Seems he's been gathering information about me.
Why would he do that? Are you in some sort of trouble?
Not that I know of.
He wasn't a detective, wasn't he?
Trust me, he was no detective. More likely he's working for some lousy agency or a third-rate newspaper.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He seemed like a weirdo right from the moment I laid eyes on him. Sometimes he'd have his notebook open, right out on the table. Seemed like when he thought of something, he would just write it down. How dare he?
Notebook.
Dare you?
Yes, then he'd read his notes back to himself. It bugs me every time I see him.
How dare you think in my presence?
Yeah, thinking's illegal. What kind of notes has he been making?
When I took his coffee over once, I nearly caught a glimpse of his notes. But he noticed me right away and snapped the notebook shut.
What made you think he was weird?
For one, he's been coming here all the time, starting about 2 or 3 days ago. Spending long hours with just a single cup of coffee, staring at all my customers. And also,
There's more?
he goes around asking all kinds of questions.
Such as?
Such as?
About stuff from the past, mostly.
Asking about stuff from the past. Like what?
He tends to be fixated on this building's past, when it used to be a hotel.
That's quite a while back.
Yes, it is. He also asked about something that happened 13 years ago.
13.
He never revealed his motives about why he was so interested in that particular event.
What happened in the hotel 13 years ago?
That's a tough question, and I'd appreciate it if you kept this to yourself. Mrs. Patrice asked me to avoid talking about it. She seemed especially keen to keep it from the people living in the apartments.
Well, what happened?
I think I can trust you to not spread it around, Mr. Hyde. If the truth be known, when this building was still a hotel, there was a murder here.
Ooh.
On top of that, the case was never solved.
An unsolved murder. What do you know about the incident?
I don't think I should go into any more detail, Mr. Hyde.
Come on, you've told me this much.
Thing is, someone involved in the incident is rather close to me. There are also those who are keen to forget about the incident once and for all. Please understand, I'm just not happy to continue discussing it. One more thing.
What is it?
That Rex Foster guy seems to be after information concerning that murder. He could be a reporter. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. A shady character like him would make a perfect reporter for one of those gossip mags. I'll bet money that's where he's from.
Could be.
Changing the subject, Mr. Hyde. Have you decided who's going to get your vote?
I haven't quite made my mind up.
The media seems to be focused on Hugh Speck, the ex-congressman. I personally don't like the idea of him winning, though.
Really? Why is that?
I just find that guys like him, with police backgrounds and such, can be a bit suspicious. I've got a friend who swears the guy was on the take during his days on the force. He said he was also into racketeering, among other things.
We're talking about Hugh Speck, right? I've never heard these rumors.
Well, it's politics, right? Everyone's at least a little bit corrupt. It won't be easy for whoever becomes mayor. Lowering that crime rate will be tough.
Ain't that the truth?
Say, did you hear about the robbery at the jeweler's near here yesterday?
Sydney put some newspaper down on the table.
This kind of crime gives people like me the jitters. It reminds me of a very similar incident a while back.
Dad!
Yeah?
We've got some orders queued up over here. Can you come back to the counter for a while?
I think no.
Sure thing. I'll be right over. Duty calls, Mr. Hyde. I'll catch up with you another time.
Do you mind if I take a look at this newspaper?
Not a problem. Take your time.
Sydney makes his way back behind the counter.
How much longer are we streaming for today? I'm not sure.
I don't know. We'll read this newspaper anyway. Pardon me. Sydney's newspaper is on the table. It reads, December 19th, 1980. New development in serial jewel robbery cases. With regard to the succession of jewel burglaries that have taken place recently, the Los Angeles Police Department announced a new lead that the culprit could be a jewelry theft ring called Condor, based on the information that a woman with a black hat had been witnessed at the crime scene before the incident. This group once frightened the whole nation, and there are fears that their reign of terror is beginning once more. The woman in this article. Sounds just like the woman I saw outside the building yesterday. Things have been more hectic than usual since yesterday. Guess there's only one thing for it. If I think back over the events, maybe I can clear a few things up. Convenient. Convenient timing. December 19th, 1980. My alarm clock woke me up as usual, but just after I got myself back to sleep, the phone rang and got me up again. The one who woke up with the ridiculously early phone call was...
What?
Your mother.
Jeannie.
Mom.
Yes. Your mother!
Right. It was Mom who decided it would be a good time to call him. She's currently living in New Jersey by herself.
Ew.
After I finished speaking with Mom, Rachel called. Both she and Mom had some very similar stuff to tell me. They both said... they had been called by Rex Foster. Both Rachel and Mom said that they received phone calls from the same caller. They say his name was Rex Foster, and they were keen to find out whether he was an acquaintance of mine or not. After catching the TV show about the candidate whose speech Ed wanted to hear, Tony got me caught up in some crazy situation just like always. Who was the second floor occupant that swore Tony stole her ring?
Blonde.
Marie. Right. It was Marie from room 206. She'd somehow got it into her head that Tony was a master jewel thief. I was coerced into taking a look around Marie's room to prove Tony's innocence. Turns out the ring had just fallen between some furniture. After I proved Tony was innocent, he expressed his gratitude. As we talked, he mentioned that we knew I used to be a detective. Tony got that information from... Dylan. After squeezing him for facts, he finally told me that it came from Dylan. Dylan's a quiet guy who lives in 304. He takes care of the general repairs around here. I found my name in an article from a 4-year-old newspaper. Funny how coincidences like these seem to happen around me. As the day went on, I had the urge to go to Lucky's cafe downstairs. Figured I'd head down there, grab a coffee, and take a breather. Imagine my surprise at finding none other than Rex Foster there. The cafe owner told me Rex had been asking questions. He was asking about an incident 13 years ago. The owner told me that Rex had asked about what happened 13 years ago, when the apartments were still a hotel. He turned out to be the same guy who'd been calling around for info about me. Now I find out he's after facts surrounding what happened in the past here. Unluckily for me, he chose not to let me in on his secret and left. December 19th, 1980. Despite the apartments being due to close, I spent the entire day embroiled in conversations with the other residents. It turned out to be pretty useful for gathering facts on past and present events here, especially the unsolved murder that happened 13 years ago. The sudden appearance of Rex Foster in the cafe today made me feel uneasy. It sent my mind spinning back to the mysterious order sheet I found in my room. I think I'm just beginning to register the fact that there's something more to this building than meets the eye. There's some sort of secret to be found here, I'm sure of it. You can now read the events of this chapter in the Last Window novel.
That'll be for next week. Yay. It's literally a novel. We called it that. That's the start. Right.
Yeah. Do I want to overwrite this file?
Over right away.
Progress saved.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
We'll probably see the cutscene next week. So.
Go.
And that is us for tonight.
Yay, tonight.
We've done it. What date's this?
25th.
Let's see. On Friday, it will be Dragon Quest VII. On Monday, it'll be more of this. It'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. If only we had like 20 people voice acting instead of just 3 of us.
I think this number's almost fine. Maybe like one more person.
If only
Yeah.
we could if only we could voice act that would be good.
I mean, Merlin, can you not grab Mary? Would she not do it?
She's physically not here. No.
Well,
Yes,
you know,
grab her
with an
anyway.
attitude like that, Merlin.
Yeah.
Tell her she needs to fix her attitude.
No, it's a holiday. I was the one that chose to stay in. Be a lump.
Be a lump. All right.
You're not a lump.
I try to be. Sometimes.
You're not a lump. So yeah, that's us for tonight. Thank you all for coming. See you on Friday.